Now get ready. Here we go.
What is going on, everybody? It is Arkham here, and today we have a massive breaking news video coming out of Six Flags Great Adventure. They have officially released the calendar, as well as some added details about Flash Vertical Velocity, and some other stuff here as well. They updated the website a little bit, so we're going to go through the website and talk a little bit about stuff that's coming up, such as other events, and more about the year for Great Adventure in 2025. If you guys like this stuff, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Always think your write-ups. Let's get into it. Let's start right on the front page here, because it starts off by promoting the 2025 Gold Pass and Flash Vertical Velocity in 2025. Unlimited visits all season with the 2025 Gold Pass for only $85. And supposedly with Flash Vertical Velocity, if we do click on this here, it will take you right to it, such as the stuff for the Gold membership as well. All this is still the same, so you would just pick whichever one is to your desire and however you so see fit. The biggest thing out of this, though, is that there is a planned thing that pass holders will get to ride Flash early on. So if you are a season pass holder in 2025, you get to ride Flash Vertical Velocity early. They will announce a date for that at another point in time. They also updated the Safari Off-Road Adventure from the Wild Safari. Opens in spring 2025, and here is information, the stuff about Flash. You are welcome to click on that as well, and then more stuff about the park. This whole thing looks a lot cleaner. I think this is definitely new from what it was last time. I'm not going to click on those, but the big thing that we are going to check out is the calendar. So if you click on park hours and calendar, it will take you to the calendar whenever it decides to load up. Of course, here we are. So let me zoom out a little bit just to show you a little bit more as to what we're looking at here. So they updated saying park hours and special event with a flag. We're going to go through each of that as we go through every single month. Today is January 22nd, the day I'm recording this and also releasing this video. So fast forward to February, you will see that we come across the first big day, the final Saturday of March 29th, is going to be opening day, and it will be open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. as well as 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. on the 30th. So opening weekend takes place on the final Saturday and Sunday of March. I think this is about correct for how I personally think that opening day for this park should be, because last year, again, it was like the second week of March, and that really just did not work well. I think this is a lot better. We'll have a lot more things open and ready to go by then compared to what we had to work with last year. So already I think a step in the right direction. This was something that I personally predicted, so I'm glad that this is working out. Now here's where we get to some bigger things here for all this stuff. So we have, once again, have another weekend here in April, and then starting on April 12th, we have our first big event called Spring Break Days, where the park from the 12th all the way to the 20th will be open for the entirety of, for most schools anyway, their spring break. So this is huge. The park will be open starting on Saturday, April 12th from 10:30 to 8 p.m. and then starting on the 19th, it goes from 10:30 to 9 p.m., which is awesome to see. After that, they'll also be open Monday, which I think is very interesting, on the 21st. And then this goes into other stuff. We have the return of 2025 Physics Day, so that will happen on Friday, May 2nd. Dance Fest is also new. I don't remember Dance Fest, but this could be a new one. This takes place Saturday and Sunday, the 3rd and the 4th. 10:30 to 8 p.m. is when the park is open. They'll also start Friday operations starting on May 2nd as well. Education days on the 9th and 16th, respectively. And then for Memorial Day weekend, it opens Thursday as well. And then after that, the park remains open basically every single day. Colleges are done, so on and so forth. We have 2 nights for grad night, Friday, June 6th and Saturday, June 7th. They are obviously tentative days. You'll notice that throughout the entire time that it is 10:30 to 7 opening for the weekdays, and then the weekends are either 8 and then 9 p.m. for Saturdays, which I really appreciate as well, because usually those go a little bit later. And then we get into July, and we have 2 events that happen. The first one is the Star Spangled Nights. This is the 4th of July event. It takes place on Friday, The 4th, park stays open until 10 p.m., as well as Saturday, park open until 10 p.m. as well for that event. And then also for the whole entire month of July and parts of August, we have Summerbration, which is kind of their big summer event as well. And that's going to take place kind of like the Summer Vibes Festival from a couple years ago. And then I guess this is their form of Decade Day, but obviously much more going on, much more Cedar Faired, if you will. The park will actually move to 10 p.m. closing on Saturdays starting in July and 9 p.m. on Sundays as well. Park will also go from 10:30 to 8 p.m. I think these are all pretty respectable times. Summerbration ends on Sunday, August 17th, so it goes for about 7 weeks, which is pretty good. And then usually by around the 18th is when we'll usually see schools begin to resume, especially for colleges. So times will obviously tamper a little bit here. And then September 1st is the last full technical day before they go back to weekend operations, where they go back to 8 p.m. And here's what's interesting. September 12th is the start of Fright Fest. It feels very earlier than usual, but Fright Fest kicks off on Friday the 12th, 6 p.m. to midnight. So we go all the way until midnight for that, which is awesome. Again, later hours for Saturday than Sunday makes a lot of sense. Gets all those people to have school the next day, go home earlier, especially for those that work. I think that's a very welcome change. They also have Kids Boo Fest and Oktoberfest returning as per usual. That goes for the entirety of September, as well as through October. Only big notices that I'm seeing here is that sometimes they open up Thursdays, and then Fridays opens up from 5 to 12. I'm assuming those days, Thursday and Friday, it'll immediately start Fright Fest right then and there. No 1 p.m. dates is very interesting. I hope they continue to push for the midnight days, because they weren't able to do that much this past season. Hopefully they do that this season as well. November 2nd is the final day of Fright Fest. So that's a big thing as well. And then after that, there's technical quote-unquote Jersey Week, as I call it. Teachers Convention, it always happens in like the first long week in November. So that happens in this week. So that's why Thursday and Friday are available days to go to the park. And then on November 22nd is the start of Holiday in the Park. So this was kind of rumored to go away, but I'm glad it's actually coming back once again. They're also going to be open the day after Thanksgiving as well, which is taking place on the 27th. And this goes all the way through 1 to 8 p.m. through New Year's. And then it's not put in here, but the park, and they didn't update the calendar fully, but just so you know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the park will be open for Holiday in the Park, with January 4th of 2026 being the final day of operation for the 2025 season. I think this is the longest the park has gone on for a very long time, and I'm really glad to see that they updated this already. So this is definitely the big thing that we got out of the announcement. Obviously, I wasn't expecting anything massive. We're obviously going to get at some point the big 2026 coaster announcement. I'm assuming is going to happen maybe towards the end of Summerbration, if not even earlier. Maybe at the start of Summerbration they'll announce it. Don't exactly know yet, but these are all really cool. I'm very curious to see how this all goes, because I will be at Great Adventure quite a good amount to really check in and see how much they're going to put emphasis with a lot of the events, as well as some other things happening around the park. I'm looking very much forward to it. I hope you guys are too. It's going to be a very interesting season, no doubt. But one thing's for sure, this park is going to grow over the next couple of years. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Always thank your ride operators. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you all in the parks very soon. Goodbye.
Here we go.
Park